Sexualised, my asexual life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please hit the great big subscribe button down below. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as we go along if you're enjoying the content and find it useful, helpful or insightful in any way. And if you don't know who I am Sandra Bellamy, founder of asexualise.com, founder of Asexualise Academy, which is the world's first online training centre and school for asexuals and asexuality. And I'm also the author of Asexual Perspectives, 47 Asexual Stories, Love, Life and Sex, a celebration of asexual diversity, which is out on Amazon and available from my own bookstore. Click the links down below if you're interested in browsing that. So in today's video, I want to discuss with you, why do asexuals love having pets and why is it important for asexuals to have pets? As you can see, I'm chilling out in my Eeyore dressing gown tonight and my nightwear because I absolutely adore Eeyore. I've got my Eeyore top on. Oh, it's his Piglet actually. So yeah. We're all good to go. See? Nightwear. So I love chilling out with you in my nightwear. So let's get to it. So why do asexuals love having pets so much? Now, you've probably been in asexual forums, you've probably been in asexual groups on Facebook, and you've probably seen loads of pet pictures posted. I particularly know for some reason that asexual seems to have a lot of cats. Like whenever I come across an asexual, the majority, more than anything else, seem to have a lot of cats. And I think this is because of the nature of cats. Are very loving, but they're very independent at the same time. And so they can go out and do their own thing and then come back. And also some people have house cats. So if asexuals are introverted, then a house cat would suit them well. So why do asexuals in general love having pets so much? It's because the animals give unconditional love. And in a world that's absolutely sex obsessed and that keeps going on and on about, in order to have a loving, happy, fulfilling relationship, you must have sex, because if you're not having that, your relationship won't last. And you've got to make sure that you've scheduled time in for sex, make sure you have sex. Sex is such a huge part of a relationship. If you're not having that, basically your relationship's dead, it won't survive, it won't last, and yada yada yada. We know as asexuals this is not true, that love and sex are not mutually having to be together. They can be very, very separate. Asexuals do not need to have sex in order to have a loving, healthy, happy relationship. However, a lot of sexuals, they do require sex as part of a relationship because it's an essential need of theirs. Not every sexual person, but the majority. So just like we have to respect different people's gender identities and different sexualities, we have to respect that, but knowing that it's very, very tough for us and that there are some people out there that are not that understanding. And it's really important that we make ourselves feel loved, special, wanted, cared for and needed. Now, pets provide a lot of that love that is missing with a human, if you like, you know, because we really desire that strong connection with something. We really desire that love, and it's the pure unconditional love. The love you get when someone, you know, just loves you for who you are. You don't need to be someone you're not. You don't need to change your personality. You don't need to, you know, people make friends, but sadly some friends go away and leave you, don't they? They change their mind, they change their lifestyle, they change the way they feel about you, they change their attitude, they change themselves. But a pet usually stays similar or the same a lot of the time. So there's this consistency, you know, and reliability and safety, knowing that a pet loves you. You know, knowing that you've got something there. And what is quite difficult is, I don't know if you've been following this channel, but my guinea pig Angel, she had a major operation last year. Her and my other guinea pig did. Sadly, the other one didn't make it because she had bleeding after surgery and didn't make it. And later on after surgery, not straight away. And my other guinea pig, Angel, that's still with me, did. Angel's diabetic, but she has to go in for another operation tomorrow to have a lump removed from her back. So that is kind of really upsetting for me because obviously I lost the other one. I don't want to lose her. And because she's got diabetes, it is a further complication. but hopefully she'll be as strong as an ox and really good, you know. And I'm praying that she be's all right, you know. She's blind as well, but she's got some eyesight back in the other one, I think, because one's like really white and the other one's gone brown a lot more now since she's been taking her insulin. So I think she has some peripheral vision a little bit, but mostly she sniffs away through everything, and she's so cute and gorgeous. I saw her yesterday. So, you know, it's very heartbreaking, I think, if you're a pet lover, when you haven't got any pets anymore or they're not living with you. So I still have Angel, but after Angel, you know, for the foreseeable future, I won't be having pets because of my financial circumstances and the situation I'm in at the moment. It's not suitable. And also it's a time, you know, but I definitely want Angel to survive, and she lives with my parents anyway, only I'm responsible for her financial medication bills and stuff like that. So, you know, the buck still lies with me looking after her financially as well. So all my energies and efforts have to be ploughed into financial situation improvement so that I have money and funds in the future to pay for Angel's ongoing care and treatment of her diabetes. So it's really essential this year that I focus a lot on other business stuff, not just asexuality that I've focused on since 2015. So I still do everything for Asexuals, but I'm also doing this other stuff as well, which you know, trying to juggle both things, which obviously I'm dedicated to asexuality. It's my niche, it's the love of my life, it's something that's hugely important to me, that I change lives in that way. You know, I got someone today and they looked at my Facebook personal profile because I was putting my relationship preferences in there. And, you know, I said no sex, no marriage, no kids. And, you know, I don't need to live, you know, I don't even need to live with someone, but no sex, no marriage, no kids. And honesty is a must for me, you know. And if someone's interested in porn, you know, each to their own, but they're not suitable for me in a relationship and just to go away from me, you know. And this person, they really related to what I was saying, and they said, that sounds like me. I sound exactly the same as that. And my family don't understand me. My husband doesn't understand me. And, you know, it makes them really sad. And I said, you know, don't, you know, I said, I understand how hard it is for you and how difficult it is for you. You know, I get that. And especially if you've got a husband that doesn't understand that. I said, but, you know, you've got to know that your difference is still beautiful. It's unique. You're uniquely you. And, you know, I offered her to join Asexual Friends, which she's since joined. And I hope that she gets some comfort in the fact there's other people like herself out there, you know, because it is a huge deal, isn't it? It's life-changing when you find out you're asexual and you find out there's others like you. And so, you know, with pets, it's hard because, you know, I've lived with animals for years, particularly guinea pigs. They're my hugest passion in terms of pets, is guinea pigs. I used to have dogs a lot when I was younger. A kid, I mean, I'm young now. But the house has got 2 cats. So downstairs, 2 of my housemates, who is a mum and daughter, they have 2 black cats. So I still have some animals in my life, which is fortunate because I don't have to feed them, take care of them. But they're still, they're house cats. So they go up and down the stairs all the time. So I can stroke them if I want. So I can actually still have some pets in my life. So I count that as a blessing, really, that animals are still a presence in my life, even though they're not directly living with me. And obviously Angel I love to visit. So, but I think when you haven't got pets, you can tell why you really love them so much, especially when you're asexual and you don't have a partner in particular, if you're not in a relationship, especially if you're not with another asexual. I think if you're with a sexual person, the pets are so much more important if you're having to try and have sex with them a little bit, you know, like maybe it's not that frequently, you know, but you're kind of doing it for them to please them if you're not really into sex. I know there's some asexuals that don't mind sex, but I'm talking about if you're not really into sex and you're doing it to please your partner, it can be like, you know, you just want some other comfort, some love without that attached to it. And I think that if you've got a pet and you've got a sexual partner, I think the pet can give you that love and comfort. And it can be even more important in your life because you can, you know, you can feel some sustainment of love, consistency of love without the need for that intercourse. And I just think that that means a lot more than, and it's very powerful in your heart and your soul compared to if you was doing that and hadn't got a pet. I know not everyone's pet lovers, I do appreciate that. So obviously if not pet lover, you probably won't be watching this video anyway. But but you might be curious. So yeah, I just think it's really important because I've got a friend who isn't asexual, but she's so fed up with the heteronormative scene where guys just continually want sex and they lie and they cheat. And I tell you what, she is a stunningly beautiful looking ascetic woman for a lot of guys. You know, I'm not attracted to women, as you know, but I can tell she's got a model type face and she's slim, and I can tell that loads of guys would fancy her, you know. And even she can't get a good guy that's what she's looking for without the sex. So for the moment, she's just like happy with her pets. She said, I've got my pets, I've got my own place, I can look after myself, you know. And her, you know, she's got loads of cats actually, which is really nice because we get on really well. And she's beautiful personality as well. She's got a very kind heart, and I'm glad I know. I've never met her in person. She's foreign, but she's really, really nice soul. You know, I'm glad that I met her online. Sometimes you can meet people online that actually do change your life in some way, that are really good friends with you for life. And you know, and she was actually reminding me of something. She was saying, yeah, but pets, they're consistent, they're loving, and they don't go and leave you. Like some people you can be friends with quite a while and then they will leave you, whereas an animal pet doesn't do that. They rely on you, don't they? So, and I think that's what's super important. Like when you're bonded to your pet, it's like they rely on you, they look up to you. You are their keeper, you know. You are their safety, and their beautiful heart is in your hands. And I think that's so precious, and it's a lot of responsibility, but in a beautiful way. You know, I'm having to relook at my life and relook at it differently, because I have to think, okay, so if I was to take away my pets, which I haven't, you know, my pets, I don't want to ever take away. I want Angel to stay. But if I take, like, I've taken, the pets are not here, right? I don't have any pets living specifically in this flat. So if I think about that, then when you don't have pets living with you, it gives you the opportunity to think, okay, the space that they filled, the consistent love, I got to be careful not to get sad now, the consistent love, the little noises they make in the case of guinea pigs, their uniqueness, you know, the fact you're looking after them and taking care of them. You have to kind of think like, because that could be a void forever in your life. And I think the way you deal with that is you have to self-assess, and you have to look at internally and say, okay, what was that? What was that pet filling for me? What need was it filling within my soul? And it's the need for love, and the fact that you're caring for something, and the fact they're caring back to you, and the fact you want to take care of something. Now, some people may say, well, why don't you have kids, like human kids, if that's the case? But I don't ever want human kids. I've never wanted them since I'm 15 years old. I don't want that responsibility. Pets are a huge responsibility, but I'd rather have pets as my responsibility. I guess because, you know, they're not so changeable. They're not so fluctuating. They're always your babies, you know, forever on this planet. Do you know what I mean? And whereas kids grow up, and also I'm just not a motherly type to kids. I actually get on really well with kids, and I say I'm not a motherly type, but I actually have instincts which are what motherly instincts would be seen as when I'm around kids. So I like, you know, if I've got a kid, I will look out for it, take care of it, and be on its level. Do you know what I mean? But I don't want to be a mum. It's not me. I like to be like an equal, but a carer, in the sense that, you know, like I used to get kids coming up when I was an older teenager holding my hand who never knew me. It was very bizarre. I was at carnival once, and this kid just came up and held my hand, this girl. And it's like, wow. And, you know, I found kids wandering Tesco in the UK. And, yeah, they just, like, I'm like, are you okay? You know, like, I like, you know, I'll always look after people. It's like when I hold asexual meetups, my instinct, although I have masculine traits, I say, although I'm a girl, my instinct is to look after everyone that's in my meetup like a responsible adult would. And like, you know, I like to take care of people. If someone's hurt, I will go to their side and I will look after them. because that's just natural to me to do that. And some people would say that's a motherly instinct. I just, it's definitely probably a womanly instinct in a way, but it's a caring and nurturing side of me, and I like that. But I still feel myself in the masculine more, if you know what I mean. So yeah, just pets are so powerful. But what you have to do is, when you haven't got pets, if you decide that I'm not having any pets anymore, well, I'm certainly not having any here anyway, and Angel's going to be the last one for my foreseeable future. Then I have to ask myself, okay, what was that pet filling? What need was it filling? And how can I use those needs that are not being filled by the pet anymore? How can I use them and fill them by myself? And so that requires a lot of self-reflection, and I've been able to reflect, and I've decided that I need to take better care of me. Like, I take really good care of me, but I need to up my game and take better care of me. Obviously, I've still got Angel, so it's not like I've still not got any pets. So with Angel, I'm constantly thinking, like, I need to improve my financial situation because I've got to pay for her care. So it's kind of like there's still a motivating factor in my life with pets. But obviously, if that pet wasn't, well, I don't want to talk like that because she's having an operation tomorrow. But say I was on my own without any pets, I don't specifically, well, which I am here at the moment, it gives me time to think, right, Sandra, you've got to plough more energy to yourself. You've got to look after yourself better. You've got to spend more time with yourself. You've got to love yourself more. You've got to give yourself more cuddles and kisses like you used to do your pets. And you've got to give yourself some more, cuddly time, what I call cuddly time. Just like, oh, I love you, Sandra, you're beautiful and gorgeous. And I want you to do that, that's what I want you to do in your own life. So many people are so scared to love themselves because society is all very geared much towards conditioning you to basically, like, society's norms, like a basically conventional lifestyle. Like thin women, big 6-pack guys. It's like, they don't interest me at all. But it's like all conditioning, isn't it? And you have to remember that the most important person to look after and love is yourself. And because Chestnut died last year, that was my other guinea pig, I was able to think, why did her life end so suddenly, and how can I see the positive in this? And I decided to reframe that situation, that she died for me, so that I would pay more attention to myself, that I would love myself more, that I would financially take care of myself better more, that I would succeed more in my life, that I would spend time with myself, actually enjoying my own company more, that I would spend time being at one with myself and growing my own self-confidence. I'm a very, very confident person, but there's certain areas like personal and professional development, I'll go over the same thing again and again and again. And it's kind of like I know a lot of stuff, like tons of stuff, but I lack a bit of this is more like in business terms, really. I lack a bit of the self-confidence that I need to pursue more business stuff, which is obviously more to do with entrepreneurs rather than obviously asexuals. But even with asexuality, there's always room for improvement. My Asexualized Academy, I did the first course last year, very first ever online course for asexuals. That's free, but I there's a number of courses that I'm going to be creating that people will pay me for, that I've done research about in my groups. And, I want to get them right. And it's a big step forward for me because obviously all I usually do is sell a few t-shirts and books. And doing my academy, it's like I know so much about asexuality that I want to just, help more and more people. It's really important. So, that's going to be a big leap forward when I grow Asexualized Academy more. It's going to mean that it's more awareness of asexuality, and, it's going to be more professional in that way, part of my life. So yeah, I just guess what I'm saying is, when something tragic happens, like you lose a pet, which heaven forbid I don't want to do tomorrow, but if something tragic happens, so thanks for the thumbs up, you just have to look at any positives. And I have to look now at at the fact that Chestnut I don't have anymore since last year, that I have to look back now and think she died to help you, Sandra, so that you would focus on yourself more, love yourself more, grow yourself more, financially take care of yourself more. And all those years that you've actually spent tons of money on pets, very much a lot of stress with every single pet that's been sick and backwards and forwards to the vets that you've had in the last 6 years. You know, I've still got Angel, so that stress is still ongoing. That financial stuff is still ongoing. And I still want Angel to live, because I'd rather have the financial issues and the stress than I ever would without a piggy here with me. But obviously, you know, I have to look at any positives about some animal leaving my life. I have to ask myself, what is the good in this situation? And that is the difference between when I was a depressed person and when I've got better and overcome depression, is because now I can see the positives in every situation. I don't see it straight away. It hurts like hell sometimes, you know, and I don't see it straight away. And my emotions and my body will fight and be upset and in pain. You know, like tomorrow, I am already upset about tomorrow. When tomorrow comes, it's going to be devastating for me, because I have to sign to say that my other piggy is going under the anaesthetic again. And, I hope she comes back. She comes out of it and lives for years more. But I don't know what's going to happen, you know? I don't know what's going to happen. And I just pray that she's going to be all right. She's having the head vet. She's going to have the best possible circumstances for her to still live. But with her being diabetic, there's still complications, you know, like she'll take longer to recover and other things. Her glucose is going all thrown out of whack, and she has to go back and have revisits for that. So yeah, so the reason why animals and pets are so important to asexuals is because of the unconditional love that we get from them. It is because of that, you know, we can cuddle them without it leading to sex. We can kiss them without it leading to sex. We can love without it leading to sex. We can love them without even, you know, like doing anything much. Just being in their company, we can feel their love. We can feel what it's like for someone to rely on us in a relationship without the expectation of sex. So pets really feel that deep relationship that you want, but in a different way. And so that is why it's so important that asexuals have pets, and that's why a lot of asexuals do, because it really, you know, a lot of asexuals get very lonely as well, because it's, you know, we want a partner. I think it's more difficult if you're on your own and you haven't got any family near you or around you, because then you do feel more on your own. And, you know, it's nice company. Pets are lovely company. They stop you being lonely. They, you know, they just give off this beautiful feeling, you know, within you. They give you all this warm and fuzzy feeling that is just, you know, nothing really can compare to, I don't think. Anyway, I hope this video has been useful, helpful, insightful for you. I was just like trying to say that, you know, if you're without pets, then look to yourself more, of loving yourself, improving your life, and focusing more on your own self-care, self-love, and whatever pets used to give you or would give you were you to have one, make sure that all those things and all those qualities you're actually getting from yourself. That's what I've been trying to say in this video as the main message, that, you know, why we love them so much is because of all the love, without the sex, without the expectation, without the horribleness. They just love us exactly for who we are. And that's the message. Love yourself for who you are, you know, plow a lot of time, a lot of energy and a lot of importance into yourself, and really, you know, just be your own best pet to yourself and best friend, if that makes sense. Anyway, until next time, embrace your quirky and each other's. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe if you haven't already by hitting that great big subscribe button down below. Please hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. And until next time, embrace your quirky and each other's. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I will see you on the next video or live stream. Take care. Have a great day. Bye. Lots of love.